It Felt Like Love is the debut film of writer-director Eliza Hittman. This is a coming-of-age story about Lila. She is a 14-year-old Brooklyn teen who feels a bit inadequate because of her lack of sexual experience. Her best friend, Chiara, has a boyfriend and often makes out with him, and she's perpetually the third wheel, and she doesn't like it. However, she meets Sammy, a sort of gruff guy who works, I think, a bowling alley or something, or he works somewhere, but she basically starts to latch on to him, hoping that he'll, you know, give her a sexual awakening, but he's a very cruel man who keeps swatting her away. This is a very indie film for sure. It's low budget. It's only like barely 80 minutes long, but it does have some elements that would show up in her later films. I watched her films backwards, starting with Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, and then Beach Rats, and then this one. She's only had 3 films in her filmography, but they all have sort of similar themes of like being an indie sort of coming-of-age story about teenagers and dealing with sexual awakening and adolescence, and this one's no different. This one, Lila is essentially trying to get with Sammy, and there's some ambiguous, weird stuff going on. She obviously craves attention from her father, but he kind of also rebuffs her too, so she's very lonely. She only has like one friend who's not Chiara. And overall, the movie's interesting, but it feels a little bit undercut. It's a little short. It doesn't feel like a full movie. I did like the vibe of it. It had like the summer vibe, the sort of, weenies on an open fire in the middle of a cold summer, but it didn't. It felt it needed a little bit more development and more of a story. It's a mood piece for sure, and obviously I wanted to check it out because I like this director. But it's a strong debut, and definitely makes you uncomfortable in certain ways and showcases different aspects of the female experience growing up, because not everyone had the same experience, and it was eye-opening and a little bit shocking for sure. I mean, especially that finale. So It Felt Like Love is a pretty interesting film, and I give it a 6 out of 10.